Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tantra and Tarot with Kelly. Today I'm going to be doing just a quick tarot reading for the full moon, which is exact today, April 16th, 2022 at 12:54 a.m. Mountain Time. And it is at 27 degrees of Libra. So today I'm going to be doing a reading using the Santa Muerte Tarot, which is right here, along with the iChing deck and the Moonology deck. So stay tuned for that. Let's just talk a little bit about the energy for this lunation while I'm doing some shuffling. So Libra is the ruler of the 7th house and is ruled by Venus. So partnerships and money could very much be highlighted during this full moon, whether or not those partnerships are business, pleasure, or otherwise. So if you feel like you're longing for partnership or wanting to work on yours more, then that is definitely supported now. So this also applies to fairness in business matters and defining contracts and such. So if you feel like that's where some of the conversations are going right now, just know that Libra also rules court matters, negotiations, and karma coming to serve you from the past. So those are some of the themes that will be highlighted with this moon. So some of your actions, whether they were good or bad, or for better or for worse, maybe coming back around, you could find some more information about how those are going to be affecting you. So pay attention there. But just remember to stay practical and always remember the balanced art of give and take. Libra is so very good at that. So don't give too much expecting stuff in return, and then don't give too little expecting things in return. Make sure it's a balanced exchange. And let's see here. I've got my 2 iChing cards, and let me grab a moon card and then we'll be ready to go. So we also have an upcoming eclipse season. And so just in general, be ready to say goodbye to what is not meant for you and hello to the new door that will be opening up here soon. I'm going to adjust my camera just slightly. There we go. Okay, I'm going to, let's see here, pull this moon card. So yeah, so with Venus ruling this matter, we've got Venus, she's moving into Pisces, and she's going to be conjunct the big activity that we have in Pisces, which is the Neptune-Jupiter conjunction, which has been one of the exciting things that has been going on. So a lot of dreaming, a lot of expansion energy. And so let's just see where that takes us. We do have to be mindful, though, that this full moon is also square the Pluto at the end of the Capricorn degrees. So make sure that you're aware of any of the life changes that need to be taking place and move through those gracefully. All right, so let's see what we got here. I'll take current energy, a past, a present, and a future. And then I also have my moon card and everything ready to go. So let's see what we have. The main energy I have for this full moon is the King of Pentacles. The past energy I have is the 4 of Wands. The present energy I have is the 9 of Wands. And the future energy I have is the High Priestess. The moon card I have for this reading is you and your loved ones are safe, full moon or new moon in Cancer. And then I have 2 cards for the iChing. I've got number 47 and I have number 64. So I'll take a look at those here a little bit closer, and we can figure out how those are relating even more to this full moon. Bottom of the deck, I have the 6 of Cups. So how do I feel all of this is playing in? Well, we've got this King of Pentacles here, and he is a cardinal leader. He is our man of the hour here. So he's working hard. He's putting money into his bank. He's got this big bank account here that he's carrying with him and protecting. So what are the boundaries that are going to allow you to have success in this Venus ruled lunation? A lot of that's going to be around setting up boundaries with your money and knowing what it's going to take to be successful. And sometimes that means that we're going to take a slow, gradual approach to growth. And so if this kind of a father of time here, this Capricornian man is feeling like maybe he's coming down on you a little bit, just know that any of that hard work, the extra hard work that you have to put in right now is really going to be worth it in the long run. So in the short run, it may feel like we have extra responsibilities and duties, but in the long run, that's really going to be serving you. And how is that? Well, the past energy we have is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands says that now we have more of a solid foundation that we have built for ourselves. And that solid foundation has come from hard work, but it's also something that we're celebrating now, that there has been a celebration. There's been a coming together of positive energies, and that's giving you the stability to fight the next battle. There is going to be a lot that we're still focusing on, and how are you going to take all of those tasks in stride? Take them in stride and know that if you have to set up some boundaries for yourself to get those tasks done in a good Saturnian way, then that's going to be what it takes. And so maybe it's not a full moon that's full as much fun. Perhaps your list is growing longer of the things that you start needing to get done this spring, and that's certainly okay. But what does this mean to me? It means that we're going to follow our intuition. We're going to use that higher moon energy that's going to make us feel like we know we're going in the right path, because we're staying in tune with what's very important. And this High Priestess card is also the card that's ruled by Pisces. And so this Pisces energy that we've had, this dreaming energy, has been conflicting with some of these Mars-Saturn conjunction that we've had here. And it just could feel a little heavy right now. But just know we have this new moon in Cancer. It says you and your loved ones are safe. And that new moon in Cancer is going to be here around the end of June. And so keep up the hard work until the end of June. There's going to be rewards coming in, and you may have some secrets that are going to be coming out. You may be getting some extra information regarding siblings and loved ones and people from the past. We've got the Six of Cups. There could be some memories coming back, and there could be some secrets coming through that maybe you didn't have all the information before, and now you do. So be aware of that. Be listening to the universe and what they want to bring you as far as the gifts and the answers that you may not know yet. And in the meantime, just go ahead and do the hard work. Be the earth sign, the grounded force in keeping the plan moving forward in a nice structured way. So let's take a little bit more look here at the two cards I have for the iChing. The first one is number 47. And so I'm going to pull that up. Let's take a look here. Number 47 says oppression. Oppression. Lake above, water below. One image of oppression is a dried up lake bed with scavenger crows stalking the shoreline. Hard times it can shrivel our spirits and give rise to a multitude of crows in the form of troublesome worries. Times of great loss or personal failure can break some people, but the strong of heart are able to bend with their faith. To endure hard times or even benefit from them, you are called upon to tap into the deepest stratum of your identity, which is stronger than fate and incorruptible, even with the harshest realities. During hard times, it is especially hopeful to tap into that wellspring of human endurance, which is hope. So that is very deep. And we have this Nine of Wands here that says, having that extra strength during the hard times to endure is really the test that likely many of us are going through at this time. Is we have this cycle coming back around of karmic things that maybe we have pushed aside, and now all of it is due. And so what type of attitude are you going to have during that situation? And it says, have one here of hope. Really have hope in yourself, and know that these trials that you're going to be going through are for your highest good, and they will teach you a lot more about trusting your heart and following your intuition. It says, in one sense, there's no such thing as failure. There's only sweet and sour reality. And in the beginning, we spoke a little bit about that idea of for better and for worse. So sticking with what it is that you committed to, playing your contracts out, whether or not it's for the better or for the worse, is going to be just the higher way of taking this energy instead of complaining or quitting or looking at the other person to cast blame if things are being challenging right now. So the future energy we have is number 64, which is the last card in the iChing deck. So what does that mean to me? It means that some of this heaviness is actually going to be lightening up soon. The idea of, waiting until Cancer season says it's just going to be a little bit longer to really get the peace and the answers that your heart has been asking about. Nearing completion. The situation is incomplete, but the chaos of the past is giving way to order. The goal is in sight. Nevertheless, you are still treading on thin ice. Though the way ahead is unobstructed, the goal is clear. A cautious and careful attitude is still important, lest you slip and fall. Nearing completion is the last hexagram of the iChing, and it suggests that the ever-spinning wheel of life never reaches a final conclusion. Just as the hidden sadness resides in the heart of true euphoria, and just as seeds of amazing achievement can sprout from a cauldron of adversity, no end is ever really complete without a new beginning stirring inside of it. So what is that new beginning that's stirring inside of you? You realize now that some of these hard work actions that you've been engaging in aren't going to end. You're going to have to continue to still do this. You're getting stronger and you're growing through these actions. And so just stick to the plan. It's all going to recycle again. And however you perform this last cycle is going to give you more and better strength for the next one. We're going to read the non-changing or the changing lines to see the special message in between the two iChing cards. So I'm going to read these lines here and see what the difference is between the two. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the difference are the top two lines, the lines 5 and 6. So I'm going to read both of those out of this book and see how that's going to give us a bit more insight. This may not be the easiest of full moons, but it's going to be a rewarding one in the long run. So I just encourage everyone to stick to their hard work and stick to their plan and their money goals as well, because we know that it's the long run that we're looking for, not necessarily the short-term pleasure, although that could feel really good right now. So let's see what we have here. Line 47, 5 and 6. When you find that your best ideas and good intentions are stifled by bureaucrats emitting red tape, your only course of action may be to suffer patiently. Consider your efforts a sacrifice to the gods of efficiency. I want to say that this is this Mars conjunct Saturn activity that's square the nodes, that some of that red tape, some of those blockages that you're going to be coming across, they could be exhausting. We've got this person that's just continuing to do the work, but just know that this should clear up in an efficient manner. There is some testing going on by the universe, absolutely. The future suddenly grows, this is line 6, the future suddenly grows brighter. You have been oppressed by bonds that can now be broken, and recent troubles are drawing to an end, completion of the full moon cycle. Allow yourself to go forward and even kick up your heels a little bit, but there's no need to be extremely cautious any longer. Your problems may be more illusionary than real at this point. Once you grasp the possibilities, take on a positive attitude and become determined, you will soon master the situation and reap your rewards. So how does that feel to me? There's certainly been these long-term lessons that feel like they have just not subsided. And at this point, if they're over, if you've completed it, then this somewhat of a hangover effect may still be lingering, but just give it some time to dissipate. You've done such an amazing job up at this point. The hard part is over, and now it's making the adjustments for the new. And I did one more quick cut of the deck, and I did have the World card, which is the end of the cycle. So we're coming to the end of a larger cycle. And I just wish everyone a lovely full moon and good luck with everything that you're working so hard on. The universe supports you, and all of your challenges and battles are going to be well worth it here in the near future. So thank you so much for watching me. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me. And I will be back with more Tantra and Tarot videos here soon. Have a lovely day. please subscribe to my channel for more Tantra and Tarot.